Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here with my guest today, Lianet from The Green Chicken. We're here to talk about what's important. But before we do so, I just want to say a big thank you to Miami Community News for allowing this conversation to take place today. And we're here to talk about what's important, and that's family, food, and small businesses like hers and the passion behind them. So welcome. How are you today?
Thank you. Very well.
Good, good. How are you feeling? You're feeling good?
Very good.
Awesome, awesome. So let's go back. Let's dive into 2000, the year 2000, when it started, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead.
So in the year 2000, I met my husband and business partner, and that's where everything started. He's the second leg to this business.
Okay.
Person that today runs a business with me, and the person that actually pushed me to open this business, because I'm not the idea behind this business. Actually, I cannot take credit for this one. He's the person that actually came up with the idea of opening a restaurant. I did not know how to cook. I had no intention of opening a restaurant ever.
Okay.
And when we decided that we were going to open a restaurant, it was because he decided that would be a wise move. So this green chicken is pretty much his creation.
Okay, so is he a chef? Is he what exactly inspired him to want to open up a restaurant?
He's not a chef, but he has been cooking his entire life. He was born and raised in Jamaica, and he cooked since he was a kid out of necessity.
Okay.
So he's been in a kitchen, even though it was not a professional kitchen, since the very early ages, and he's been very comfortable cooking.
Okay.
And in our house, if any cooking was taking place, it was him.
It was him.
When we met, I only knew how to cook lemon chicken.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, so it started with chicken. Chicken was the thing.
Chicken was the thing. It was not even a good chicken. It was just lemon chicken. We met at a rental car business, and I tried to impress him by cooking lemon chicken, which I guess it was not good.
Okay.
Because he made like a competition out of that just to make it funny to the employees. And he showed the employees, let's do something. Let's compete between her lemon chicken and professional Jamaican curry chicken. And of course, nobody voted for my lemon chicken. So
okay, but that was the way to his heart. That lemon chicken was the one. It must have been. So tell us about the green chicken. What does your food consist of? What do you sell?
So the green chicken is a fusion of international food, of house cooked food.
Okay.
With evidently a flair of Jamaican ingredients, and but pretty much it's the kind of food that you would cook in your house. It's the type of food that's not only healthy food that you would cook for your kids and for your family, but food that makes you feel comfortable. Not the type of food that feels like a chain restaurant, but the type of food that you would cook at home for your family. That's what we want you to feel when you come to Green Chicken. It's just the same type of food that you would cook for your family in a comfortable setting, but in a fast food setting. You don't have to go and sit down and pay for table settings. You just come, you do the quick setting, you just come and order your food, and you grab your plate, and it's very easy to order and take home.
Good, wonderful. What's that one ingredient in that kitchen that cannot be missing? Especially since it's a kind of Jamaican themed kitchen.
The one ingredient that cannot be missing is the jerk chicken. That's the
ingredient, the actual spice to make the jerk chicken, or what exactly?
Well, the one dish that cannot be missing, or the one ingredient?
No, the one ingredient. What's that one ingredient that cannot be missing in the kitchen when he's cooking?
Oh, love.
I like that. That's a good answer.
The love. He's very passionate. We are both very passionate now about the kitchen.
Wonderful.
What started for me as an experiment, because I was not prepared for the kitchen. When we opened the restaurant, I thought I was going to be the manager and just the person behind, all the not the cameras, like the person behind the scene. I was gonna not be in the
face
kitchen involved.
Mhm.
We were gonna have people in the kitchen. I was gonna be directing everything.
Right.
And then I realized that when you have a restaurant, small business restaurant, that doesn't happen. You have to actually get involved. You're going to
Exactly.
have to get your hands dirty. You're going to have to get in the kitchen. There is no budget for that. There is no such thing as just being the manager, just being the person directing the rest of the employees. And little by little, I started experimenting. I wasn't knowledgeable at all.
Okay.
And it just started with one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that I did was put rice in the rice cooker. And I called him and I'm like, how do I do this? And he's just like, just press the rice cooker button down because I did not know how to do that.
Uh-huh.
And then it grew on me.
Mm-hmm.
And as people started tasting it and I would hear the feedback, then I would get more enthusiastic about doing the next dish.
Nice. So what's the dish that you take care of now? What's your famous dish?
Pretty much the special of the day. We have a different special of the day every day.
Okay.
And
name a popular one.
Okay. A popular special of the day. Like these days, the most popular special of the day is the honey chipotle chicken.
Okay.
That one has become very popular lately.
Okay.
We also have the chimichurri chicken, butter chicken, even though I have nothing in my culture that comes from India.
Uh-huh.
I learned how to cook the butter chicken.
Nice.
And we have a very prominent Indian community in the FIU area.
Right.
And something must be good because all of the Indian students come and get it.
They like it. Okay.
And they come and it sells out every single time. So something must be right about that.
Exactly.
I learned to cook off of YouTube.
Okay.
It's crazy, but it's the passion that you put behind it.
Have you ever tried your lemon chicken again? Making it?
No.
That was the end of the lemon chicken.
That was the end of the lemon chicken. It was very amateur. It was just chicken with lemon on top.
Okay. So tell me, so you're partnered up with your husband, correct? So you're both in the business. How do you balance life and business?
It's a little hard. Mm-hmm. It's a little hard because we're very different when it comes to that. He's very organized. And he has a system for everything. And I am more laid back. Okay. I am more, as long as we get to where we have to go, I'm not very systematic. So I'm guilty of that.
What did you tell me they call you, your employees? What do they call you?
Mama.
Okay, so he's the systematic one and you're the mama.
I'm mama.
Okay.
And my employees and my customers, everybody sees me as a ma, and he's the boss.
Okay.
And that's where we crash sometimes because he thinks I'm a little soft, not only on the employees, but I'm soft on my ways of directing the restaurant. So that's a way where we have our little...
How does that translate into the household? Are you the same way? Is he still systematic? Are you the softie, or does it switch since you have children or a child? Mm-hmm.
He's the one that's more
disciplinarian.
Okay, I'm the softie still.
Okay, so that's definitely your role. You're not changing.
I'm the one like that. That's my way.
Okay, that's awesome. What strengths do you think you bring to the table, being that you're considering yourself the softie one, but what other strength would you say is something that helps the business grow?
I am a people person.
Okay.
And I am very good at listening to what the customers have to say. And at the end of the day, I think it helps a lot to get people's feedback and create a relationship of community with your customers.
Right.
And not only with your customers, with your employees as well. Once you create a team, you need to have that team carrying your weight as well. Right. It's not only you carrying the weight of the team. It's not you carrying the weight of the restaurant. When you become a team, the team has to carry your weight as well. You're not going to be the only one that's going to be strong.
Exactly.
And if the team knows that you're going to be there for them and that you are going to understand them and that you're going to understand that they're humans, they're going to help you. Mm-hmm. And that in reference to the employees. And then for the customers, I have been able to create a sense of community with them.
Mm-hmm.
They always feel like they can come and they're going to be welcome with a happy smile, that
Right.
they're going to always come to this place where I consider myself the cafeteria lady.
Right. You said that.
Yeah, when they come to the restaurant, there's always going to be this happy smile. There's always
Mhm.
going to be this person that no matter what kind of day they're having, if they're sad because they had a situation at home, or if they're worried because they're having an exam that they have to study for, this is the place where they're going to come and all guards are down.
Right.
They're going to come and I'm genuinely going to ask them how's their day going, and they're genuinely going to be able to put their situations behind and just have a moment and come and explain, no, I have to study for my test, and we genuinely care. And then we're going to ask them, how did you do in your test?
Right. Right.
So
it's
and I remember
constant
everybody,
communication. Yeah.
and I remember everybody's situation. So I think that's a strength on me
Mm-hmm.
that
Definitely it is.
that definitely
It creates relationships.
it creates a beautiful
Yeah, and
relationship,
trust,
and it
yeah.
creates a community.
Exactly.
Every time that the customers come, they feel like home.
Love that.
At some point, I think we should have called this place. The other day, I was thinking about it, Mama's house.
Mama's.
Mama's house. And then it should have been funny because then they would tell their girlfriends, I'm going to my mama's house. And the girlfriends would be like, why are you always
which
at your
mama?
mom's house? Why are you
That's funny. So getting to names, how did the green chicken come up?
That one. We wanted a name that would bring out healthy.
Okay.
So one name that usually brings out healthy is green.
Okay.
And so we said something healthy, so something green. And then the original concept was chicken.
Okay.
We were going to sell only chicken. It
Uh-huh.
was something like a concept of a chicken kitchen.
Okay.
And so we said green chicken. It would be an easy name, something to translate easy for English and Spanish, since we
Mhm.
didn't know where the restaurant was going to be. So we didn't know if it was going to be of an audience of mainly Spanish-speaking people or English-speaking people. So we said green chicken. And then there was a funny incident. We created the logo. We created the brand. We had the person that was going to design the logo to put on top of the restaurant. And the guy comes with the logo already built. And he tells me, this morning when I was bringing the logo up, my son comes and tells me, Dad, what's that? And I'm like, no, that's a logo for a restaurant. That's the green chicken. And he's like, is the chicken sick? No, why?
That's
He's like,
cute.
why is it green? I mean,
Right.
it will be sick. And then the guy is asking me, is it too late to change your mind? And I'm like, well, I mean, you built
It's already done.
You built it.
It's already done.
It's
That's
already done.
funny. That's funny. So what sets the green chicken apart from other healthy chicken or just restaurants in general? What sets it apart? Besides the customer service, right? What
Yeah,
sets it
besides the
apart?
customer service, I think this place is not only about the chicken. In this place, we have a very wide menu.
Okay.
The
Like what are the
majority-
other things that you serve?
Okay, we sell steaks. We have a wide variety of steak options. We have pescatarian options as well.
Nice.
We have comfort food as well.
Mhm.
What happens in a lot of restaurants that are healthy restaurants is that they focus on one item only. Like a lot of chicken joints, they sell chicken.
Right.
A lot of fish restaurants, they sell fish. A lot of steak restaurants, they sell steak. At Green Chicken, you can come and you would find pretty much everything.
Mhm.
That grew out of necessity, pretty much, because of
Right.
the audience that we have.
Right.
We have a captive audience. We have the university and students. That is pretty much 85 to 90% of the people that we feed.
Right.
So we didn't want them to get bored.
Right.
So what started as a chicken joint
Mhm.
became something that we have to grow. We have to
Right.
bring more
We have
things
to
to the
evolve,
table. We
yes.
have to evolve. We have
Right.
to listen to what they want, and we have to start bringing more things to the table. So we introduced steaks and see what happened. Every
Right.
day we would introduce something and see what happened.
Okay.
Some things would stick, other things wouldn't. So now we have skirt steaks, we have picañas, we have ribeye, we have
Wow.
carne asada,
Yeah, that's cool.
burgers,
menu.
quesadillas. We have a full menu of everything that can be made with the ingredients that you like. Nothing is pre-made.
Okay.
Nothing is, a set menu. You just come and you choose your toppings.
Right.
And that's another thing that pretty much sets us apart, because a lot of people have a menu that you have to eat what says on the menu. And if you don't like it, then everything else is charged separately.
Right.
In here, you choose.
Okay.
It's your food. If you want to be picky about it, you get to be picky about it.
Right.
You choose what you like. What you don't like, you don't have to eat, and you don't have to pay extra for the things that you don't like.
Correct. How do you source your ingredients? Do you choose them? Is it something that's brought in daily? Is it something that's brought in weekly? How is it?
No, we receive merchandise daily.
Okay.
We source everything daily. We're very, very involved, my husband and I, on the picking of our merchandise. Every day the merchandise gets delivered to the restaurant, and it gets sorted by either him or one of our trusted employees.
So you're definitely getting fresh every single day.
Fresh every single day. Everything, all the veggies get cut daily, or the meats are prepared daily, or the chicken is marinated daily. The chicken is marinated for the day after, so the marinade sinks in.
Right.
But everything, and whenever we receive merchandise that is not up to standards, it gets turned back out. And if that was an ingredient that's needed for the day, but still not up to standards, even though it's more costly, we have to go and buy it local, because we refuse to sell customers something that we ourselves would not eat.
Exactly. So just to let the audience know, you're located in front of FIU, correct?
FIU.
How important is a community to you and your restaurant?
100%.
And how do you give back to the community? So there's three.
So community, it's everything to us.
Okay.
We have created this sense of community within the Sweetwater area.
Okay.
Everybody feels like Green Chicken is this restaurant that they can come to. And it's not only about us. If you're part of the Sweetwater area, you know Green Chicken as the community restaurant. We have discounts for the police officers. We have discounts for the firefighters. We have the discounts for the faculty at the FIU. We feed local churches. We help with the teams, the sport teams in FIU.
Right.
So we try to give as much as we can to everybody and be involved with whoever needs it at the time.
Right.
So this is all that we try to do every single time.
That's wonderful. We were having a great conversation in the green room right before we started this interview. And I'd like to circle back to that, because sense community is so important. What happens when we have a bad review?
It hurts.
It hurts. So could you tell our audience exactly how you perceive that and how it affects your business and what you'd like to say just about that?
Small businesses, we take it very personal when we get bad reviews. For us, it's personal. Reviews are personal, either good or bad, because for a small business, this is what brings the future customers.
Exactly.
For a big chain such as McDonald's, other big restaurants, it's not important, because no one that's driving and is looking for something to eat and is going to go to a McDonald's, no one's going to read the reviews of that specific McDonald's location. They're just going to go, they're just going to drive in or out. And however, if someone is looking for food and they are going to look for a small joint to eat, the first thing that they're going to do is look at the reviews.
Right.
So we rely on those reviews to get our customers.
We do.
Only very small ways of get our customers is either you're gonna pay a price to either Google or Yelp, which is gonna be a big price in advertising. And small businesses, we don't have that in our budget.
Exactly.
Or we have to make sure that we have the highest reviews so that we can come up in the first or second page. Exactly. Because realistically, if you're not in the first page, you're not gonna be seen. So it's important that the audience understands that if you go to a place, especially to a small business place, and you have a positive experience, just go and give us a 5-star.
Right.
I know that sometimes it just takes a minute of your time, but it's very important for that business owner to give that 5-star. On the other hand, we have seen that the same people that does not have the time to take that minute to give you a 5-star are very unforgiving
Right.
to small businesses
Right.
when for whatever reason we forget something or we make one small mistake,
Which is
as
not,
if we weren't human.
which is my point, and we made this point earlier, is why can't we just not walk out with the product we wanted, right? Why can't you tell the person that prepared your smoothie, juice, sandwich, whatever it is, hey, I didn't like it, can you make it again? Instead, sometimes they walk away and they leave you that bad review that really affects the business.
I think they do it knowing that it's going to affect the business. I think sometimes they know that it's going to affect the business, and that's their way of getting back at you.
Yeah, that's just so sad.
And it does affect.
Sure.
Not only it affects the business, but it affects the business owner personally.
Right.
Because in my personal case, whenever I receive a review that's less than 5 or 4 stars, I get a pressing on my chest.
Exactly. I feel it too. Believe me, I feel it too.
It's so sad. And then you're trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
And immediately I try to engage and see what happened. Try to contact the customer either privately.
Or even with your staff first. Like, did you remember this customer?
Exactly.
What was the order?
You try to contact the staff and see at what time was this review placed. Do you remember what happened?
Right.
And if anybody sees these, please understand that us as business owners, we have the staff trained to make it better for you guys. We want you guys to walk out of this place with the best experience possible. We want you guys to get out of there with your money's worth.
Correct.
So come back and tell us, okay, either this smoothie or this food. Sometimes they come to the restaurant, and even though it says spicy Jamaican jerk chicken, they just read Jamaican jerk chicken, they order it, and then they realize it's too spicy. Come back. Tell me, it's too spicy, I can't eat it. I'll be more than happy to trade it for something else that you can eat.
Exactly.
Don't go outside and say, oh, the chicken was too spicy.
Right. But that's the care that us as small business owners, we take upon each customer that walks in there.
We do take a lot more care than fast businesses, than large corporations.
They don't have the time, and they really don't even care because they have the budget to be like, okay, we'll erase that review, or we'll do whatever it takes, and it won't even be seen. But for small businesses, it's a definite, it impacts us tremendously.
Even if it gets seen, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares if they see 100 bad reviews. It's for us.
Exactly. Okay, so I don't want this interview to turn somber because we're having a fun time and we're laughing. But I know that you were there at a very difficult time. You've been there for 7 years, right? In front of FIU, we all know what happened in front of FIU. It hurts me just to even want to talk about it, but I think it's important for you to have that recollection, and so that they get the sense of what exactly community means to you and how you're very present in your community, right? So talk to us about that day when the FIU bridge fell.
By far, the worst day that we've lived at the restaurant. We had been open for only 2 months.
Okay.
We were very happy the day that the bridge got placed. The bridge had been built alongside A Street, and it got placed crossing A Street the Saturday prior. And then 4 days later, it collapsed on top of incoming traffic. We couldn't believe that it had happened. I mean, no one is prepared.
What was it like? You were in the restaurant.
I was at the restaurant. We were both at the restaurant. Devon and I, Devon was ready to go to his second job, and we felt a noise that was not normal.
Right.
We knew immediately that it was not a crash, a car crash, or even a bigger vehicle crash. We knew that there was still construction, so in my opinion, it was like a big crane that it might have fallen.
Right.
And when we looked over the big windows that we have in the restaurant, and we saw that the building had, that the bridge had collapsed, it was a cold that came running through my entire body.
Right.
And I just screamed to the top of my lungs, the bridge, the bridge. Devon didn't even look back. I was at the smoothie corner of the restaurant and he just started running.
Mm-hmm.
And his first words were, just grab somebody,
Right.
on an instinct of saving lives.
Right.
At that point, you go outside and there is this big amount of white powder that comes from the same construction.
Sure.
And in my memory, everything was a big noise. All the alarms were going off from the cars that were being smashed already. All the cars were honking. At that point, it was so much noise, so much screaming, everybody screaming at the same time. Devon's recollection was completely different. He was the first person on scene trying to help.
Right.
And he was on his own.
Right.
We spoke about it days later.
Right.
And he was asking me, why was everything so quiet?
Right.
And I'm like, what do you mean so quiet?
Mm-hmm.
He had completely zoned out all the noise around him, and he was on a mission
Right.
to go and save people. For me, it was complete chaos.
Right.
It seemed like it was the worst movie, and I was in it.
Okay.
And my instinct was to try to go and see how I could save anybody under the bridge.
Right.
Evidently, the moment I saw that all the cars had been smashed down, I knew that under there was nothing, but there was a part of the bridge that had not collapsed yet. It was still hanging, and I went under that part.
Wow.
Crazy. Then when he saw clips that had been recorded from that, he almost killed me. He's like, how can you be running under a collapsing bridge? You don't know if that's going to fall too. But I think instinct doesn't realize that, that can happen. You're just going on impulse.
Right. Did it make you want to stay in that location, or were you like traumatized to the point where it's like, I don't know if I want to stay here?
I think that helped us create a community with the people that were there, with the police force, with the firefighters. We had just opened. I mean, it was 2 months exactly since we had opened. Nobody knew us. And that happened. And we had to make the decision to keep the restaurant open for them.
Right.
Because they didn't have a place to go to bathrooms. We were the nearest location for a bathroom. We had all of that food that we had already purchased and was going to definitely go to waste.
Right.
So we reached out to all forces that were there. They had Miami-Dade County, FIU Police Department, Sweetwater Police Department, City of Miami. So Devon told me, just reach out to them, tell them that there is food here, that they don't have to pay for anything. Nobody that's here wants to be here.
Right.
And they're not planning on being here. So just tell them that they can come eat, they can come drink coffee, they can use their bathrooms.
I love that. We're
going to be here no matter what.
Exactly.
So tell them to just come. And that created a sense of community with Sweetwater.
Right.
So it was something that made us grow stronger with them.
Sure. So that was the most difficult day as a business owner so far, right? Talk to me now. Let's change the pace. And what's the proudest moment so far that you've had as a business owner?
I can tell you this one happened recently.
Okay.
This one happened recently. And this was one moment that almost brought tears to my eyes. We have been feeding a local church.
Okay. Do you want to name the church? Or?
Yeah, Calvary Chapel.
Okay.
It's right down the street on 8th Street and 122nd.
Okay.
They buy food from us for little kids from the ages of 7 years old and up.
Okay.
And recently, one of the pastors asked us if it was okay for some of the teenagers to come and paint the bathroom doors.
Oh.
We said, you know what? As long as they're supervised, we don't want any, craziness here.
Right.
And we thought it was just going to be that.
Oh.
And then when we see there's a whole bunch of teenagers, I would say 12, 15 teenagers that came with brushes and buckets. And not only did they paint the doors, they came and they painted the bathrooms and they started painting the walls and they cleaned the entire restaurant.
Wow.
And they looked so proud of the work that they were doing. And it was God's work.
That's what.
And you could see God's hands on these little kids that were from 14 to 16 years old, just cleaning every inch of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And we were not prepared to see this because they were giving in the name of Jesus
Right.
to us.
I love that.
And then after they finished cleaning, they prayed for us.
Oh my goodness.
And
that was a full circle.
I am
love
talking
that.
about it, and I'm still so proud of that
That's
moment.
beautiful.
Because it brought us to tears.
Yeah.
At that moment, because we saw that what we had done for them, they actually appreciated
They
to
appreciate
that
and
point.
they were giving back.
They were
Yeah.
giving back to us.
Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful.
And
That's community. That is community.
that was such a sense of community at that time.
I love that.
Because they didn't have to do it.
Right.
They were just doing it out of their goodness of their heart
Right.
and what Jesus had placed in them to give back to us.
I love that.
It was so beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's very pretty. So now we are going to ask you about that signature dish that you serve, which is the jerk chicken. That jerk chicken, which you brought us samples today.
Yes.
And we're super excited to try it.
Yeah.
And we have our producer who's going to join us, and she's going to be the one who's going to give you the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Right, Rochelle? This is Rochelle, our producer. She's coming in, and you're bringing in the tray? Yeah.
Here you guys go.
This is Rochelle. Thank you. Okay. Wait, let me cut it.
It's spicy.
1, 2, 3. Mmm.
Mm.
Mmm.
As soon as it hit my tongue.
Mm-hmm. Very, very, very delicious. And the
So good.
spice.
So the jerk chicken has a history.
Mm.
So jerk chicken was one of the special dishes that we had introduced as a special of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a signature dish in Jamaica, where Devon grew up. It's one of those dishes that he's from a parish in Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
very close to a town that's the Jerk Parish in Jamaica. So every time we have visited Jamaica, we make it a point to go to where the chicken is jerked.
Okay.
So these flavors are very familiar, very close to home for him,
Love
and
it.
very close to home for me
Right.
by association.
Right.
So when we opened Green Chicken, this was not part of the menu. One day he decided, let's just bring jerk chicken to the menu as a
Right.
special of the day. Original jerk chicken is not cooked boneless, it's
Mhm.
cooked bone-in,
Okay.
and you're supposed to chop it with a machete. So we had white counters, and I was not a fan of that, chopping with a machete, anything with bone in my counters.
Mm-hmm.
But the audience received that jerk chicken with so much fascination because the
Right.
flavors that are there
It's
is
tingly,
not
sting in the mouth.
exactly, and
Yeah.
it's not something that they're familiar with.
Right.
It's not something that's there in the area. It's usually something that's in like the north side area of Miami.
Okay.
They have a lot of Jamaican
Right.
restaurants, but
Mhm.
here in the FIU area, there are
Right.
no Jamaican restaurants.
Right.
So once we brought this, everybody was like, "Oh wow, what is this jerk chicken?"
Right.
And we brought it on a Friday. And then the following Friday, and everybody started creating this buzz. Oh my God, there's jerk chicken in FIU
Okay.
on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And they started asking, can you bring it also on Saturdays? Oh my God. And people started asking for the jerk chicken. And Devon kept asking, why don't we bring it more often? And I'm like, there's no shopping jerk chicken on my counter. There is not going to be the shopping of the jerk chicken on my counter. So we started compromising. And then he said, okay, what if instead of doing bone-in chicken thighs and
Mhm.
chicken legs, we do boneless? It's a variation. It's a compromise,
Uh-huh.
but it would be more versatile. We
Right.
would be able to put that on bowls, on salads, on wraps, on quesadillas, on sandwiches.
Right.
So let's try to compromise on that. So that's how the jerk chicken boneless came. Nothing else It's sacrificed in the process. It still goes through the marinade.
Okay.
It still goes through the grill.
Mhm.
Everything else continues the same. The only sacrifice is the bone. But
Yeah.
it's a worth sacrifice because
yeah,
then
definitely.
everybody
It's
else
delicious.
gets to eat it.
Mm-hmm. It's very, very good.
So it's the most popular item. And as of right now, I can tell you that the jerk chicken is the best-selling item in the restaurant, regardless of whatever else I create.
Okay.
I can create the most amazing special of the day. Jerk chicken still comes
It's
up
the
as
number
the
one.
number one item that
Delicious.
sells in the
It's
restaurant.
very, very good.
People get mad if for whatever reason we don't have jerk
Sell out.
chicken.
Yeah.
It cannot sell out.
Okay.
It cannot. If
Okay.
you close on Saturday, we close on Saturday at 7 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you dare not have that last piece of jerk chicken. That cannot happen. You
Well,
have
that's
to.
awesome. That's awesome. That's your
That's the
hook,
signature.
right?
That's the
hook.
signature.
I love it. I love it. So we've had a great time.
Thank you.
I loved hearing your story. You were a wonderful guest.
Oh my God, thank
But
you.
especially I want our guests to visit the Green Chicken.
Oh.
Please tell them exactly your address, where it's located.
Yes, the address is 737 Southwest 109th Avenue. It's right across FIU
Mm-hmm.
by the canal.
Okay.
Not on the other side, not on 107th, but right across the street from FIU, where they're building the bridge again.
Okay. And where can they park?
It's inside the building.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about parking on the side streets. You
Okay.
don't have to worry about parking in front of the canal. There is parking inside the building. So just come through the building and find parking inside the building.
Fantastic.
It's free parking inside the building.
We need you to support small business, guys.
Oh,
Come out.
yes.
Come out. Come to the Green Chicken. Come to Raw South. And we'll see you next time.